tonight. Absolutely crazy.
You're back at last.
Yes. I was out with the Count, and on the way back from the station, I stopped at the barn and danced. When she spied me, she rushed right towards me and asked me to dance with her. She is crazy, absolutely crazy.
Oh, she's always been. But never so much as in the last fortnight since her engagement was broken off.
Yes, what was that about? He seemed like a fine fellow, although he wasn't rich. It is queer, though, for Miss Julie to prefer to stay here rather than visiting her relatives with her father.
She's probably shamefaced about breaking off with her intended.
Yes, what was that about? I saw how it happened, although I didn't let on.
No, you saw the thing happen.
Yes, they were out in the stable yard one evening, and she was training him, as she called it. She had him jump over her riding leap the same way you teach a dog to jump. The first few times he received a lashing, and on the third he snatched the whip out of her hand, broke it into pieces, and then he vanished.
No, you don't say. Was that how it happened?
Yes, that is how the thing happened. But what have you got to give me that's good, Kristen?
Oh, it's just a piece that I cut for you of the steak.
Oh, my favorite delicacy. Though, you might have warmed.
Oh, you are fussier than the Count when you get started.
Oh, don't pull my hair. You know how sensitive I am.
Oh, there. I was only loving
you. Here, on a midsummer's night. No, thank you. I have something better than that myself. Yellow seal? How's that? No, go get me a glass.
Oh, heaven help the woman who gets stuck with you as a husband.
Any woman would be lucky to have such a fine fellow as I am. And I don't think it's done you any harm since I'm considered your intended. Now, what are you cooking that smells so internally?
Oh, just some devil's nest, Miss Julie. Must have for Diana.
Be careful with your words, Kristen. So what are you doing cooking for a damned dog on holiday eve? Is it sick?
Yes. It's sick. Diana snuck out with the gatekeeper's mongrels, and Miss Julie just can't stand that.
Miss Julie has a great deal of pride about a lot of things, but not so much about others. Just like her mother in her lifetime. She would walk about with soiled cuffs, but she had to have the Count's crest on her buttons. Why, just now, she pulled the forester away from Anna's hand and asked her to dance with him instead. We wouldn't do that. But when the highborn wish to unbend, they become so vulgar. Splendid she is though, oh, magnificent, such shoulders.
Oh, don't
and-
exaggerate. I've spoken to Claire, who dresses her sometimes. I have.
Clara, you women are always so jealous of each other. I have been out riding with her, and oh, such a dancer.
Oh, come now, Jean. Don't you want to dance with me when I'm third?
Of course I do.
Is that a promise?
Promise. When I say I will do a thing, I will do it. Thank you for supper. It was excellent.
I'll be back soon, but don't let things wait for me.
Is it done?
Have you such secrets between you?
Curious, are you?
How sweet that violet perfume is.
Impudence. Do you appreciate perfumes too?
Don't look away with you.
Is it some troll's dish that you were concocting for Midsummer's Eve? Something to pierce the future and evoke the face of your intended?
To see him, one must have sharp eyes. Put it into a bottle and cork it tight.
Come now, Jean. Won't you dance us go taste your cake?
I don't wish to be impolite, but I promise to dance, Kristen.
She can have another. Isn't that so, Kristen? Won't you lend Jean to me?
If Miss Julie is so gracious, it is not for me to say no. Go here and be grateful for the honor.
Well said, but not to be impolite. I wonder if it would be prudent for Miss Julie to dance twice in succession with a servant, especially as people are never slow to find a meaning in.
In what? What sort of meaning? What were you going to say?
Since Miss Julie does not understand, I must speak plainly. I wonder if it would be strange to prefer one of your underlings to those who covet the same
To
honor.
prefer what a thought. I, the lady of the house, I honor the people with my presence, and now that I feel like dancing, I want to have a partner who knows how to lead to avoid being ridiculous.
As Miss Julie commands, I am here to serve.
Oh, you mustn't look upon that as a command. Tonight we are all in holiday spirits. Full of gladness and rank is flung aside, so give me your arm. Don't be alarmed, Kristen, I shall not take your sweetheart away from you.
Are not mad that I let myself be led by the forelock?
No. No, of course not. Not for such a little thing. That you know well enough. And I know my place, too.
You're a pretty smart girl, Kristen. And you ought to make an excellent wife.
You're a charming cavalier to run away from your partner.
On the contrary, Miss Julie, I am hastening to my neglected one, as you can see.
Do you know you dance wonderfully well, but why are you in livery on holiday evening? Take it off immediately.
My coat, sir. Excuse me?
Does it embarrass you to change your coat in my presence? Go to your room then, or stay here and I'll turn my back.
As Miss Julie commands.
Is Jean your sweetheart that he is so devoted?
Sweetheart.
That's what they call it. Miss Julie herself had a sweetheart.
Yes, we were engaged.
But it came to nothing.
Très gentil, Monsieur Jean, très gentil.
Vous voulez plaisanter, mademoiselle?
Vous voulez parler français? Where did you learn that?
In Switzerland, where I was a butler at the largest hotel in Lucerne.
Well, you look like a gentleman in your coat. Charmant.
You flatter.
Flatter.
My natural modesty forbids me to believe that you could mean such pleasant things you say to someone such as I. Therefore, I believe you overrate, or as they call it, flatter.
Where did you learn to speak like that? Do you frequent the theaters much?
I have frequented many places. I have.
But you were born here in this neighborhood?
My father was on deputy for the public prosecutor, and I saw Miss Julie when she was very young, although I mustn't let on.
No, really?
Yes, I remember one time in particular, but really, I cannot talk about it.
Yes, do. Won't you tell me? When was it?
No, not now. Another time, perhaps.
Another time really means never. Is it so dreadful?
No, not dreadful, but it goes against the grain. Oh, look at her.
She'll make a charming wife. Does she snore too?
No, but she talks in her sleep.
How do you know she talks in her sleep?
I have heard her.
Won't you sit down?
I can't allow myself to do so in your presence.
What if I command you?
Then I must obey.
And sit down immediately. Oh, but won't you get me something to drink first?
I'm not sure we have nothing but beer, probably.
Is beer nothing? My taste so simple that I prefer to wine.
Allow me.
Won't you drink too?
I am no friend to beer. But if Miss Julie commands.
Commands. I should think as a polite cavalier you might join your lady.
I suppose when you look at it that way, you are quite right.
Now, give me a toast. Old as he is, I believe the man is bashful.
A health to my lady. What if people were to see us?
Oh, what harm would that do?
Simply that it would give them a chance to gossip. If you only heard how their tongues wagged just then.
What did they say? Tell me and sit down immediately.
I don't wish to be impolite, but they used a certain expression. They threw hints of a certain kind. You are not a child, you can understand. When one sees a lady drinking alone at night with a man, let alone a servant, then
what? And for that matter, we are not alone. Kristen is here.
sleeping. Yes.
Then I shall wake her. Kristen! Kristen, won't you wake up? My, she certainly can sleep. Kristen! Kristen, won't you wake up? Kristen, are you sleeping? Kristen!
Don't disturb the sleeping.
What?
Anyone who has stood over a hot stove all day is tired when night comes. One should respect the weary.
That is a kind thought, and I honor it. Thank you for your suggestion. Won't you come out and fix the rainbows with me?
With Miss Julie.
With me.
But that wouldn't do, decidedly not.
I don't understand you. Is it possible that you fancy?
No, not I. The people?
What? But I'm in love with my coachman?
I am not presumptuous, but we have seen certain instances.
What? But I stepped down?
No, Miss Julie, do not step down. No one would believe that you stepped down on your own accord. The people always say that one falls down.
I think better of the people than you do. Come, try them and come.
Do you know that you are wonderful?
Perhaps. But you are too. Everything is wonderful for that matter. Life, people, everything is wreckage that drifts over the water until it sinks and sinks. I have this same dream every now and then. At this moment I am reminded of it. I see myself seated at the top of a high pillar, but no possible way to get down. I grow dizzy when I look down, but down I must. I cannot throw myself, for I am not brave enough. I cannot hold fast, though I long to fall, and yet I can find no rest or peace until I shall come down on earth. And if I were to come down, I would wish myself down on the ground. Have you ever felt like that?
No. I dream that I am lying in a dark wood under a tall tree, and then I go up to the top where I can see the fair skyline, where the sun is shining, up to plunder where the golden eggs lie, but the tree is so thick and so smooth, and the first limb is just so high, but I know if I were to reach the first limb that I would climb as if on a ladder to the top, and I haven't reached it yet. But I will, if not only in the dream.
Here I am talking about dreams with you. Come now, out in the park.
We should sleep on 9 midsummer flowers, and then maybe our dreams will come true.
Something in your eye?
Oh, no, it is nothing, just a speck. It'll be all right in a
Oh,
moment.
it is some dust that fell from my sleeve. Here, sit, won't you sit? Sit still. I believe you are trembling, such a strong man as you are, and such are.
Miss Julie,
Yes, Mr. John?
be careful, for I am just a man.
Won't you sit still? And there, it is done. Kiss my hand and thank me.
Miss Julie, listen to me. It has gotten very late, and Kristen has gone to bed now. Will you listen to me?
Kiss my hand first.
Listen to me.
Kiss my hand first.
Yes, but blame yourself.
For what?
For what? Are you a child at 25? Don't you know it is dangerous to play with fire?
Not for me, I am insured.
No, you are not. But even if you were, there is inflammable material in the neighborhood.
Might that be you?
Yes, but not because it is I, but because I am a man.
With grand opportunity. What inconceivable presumption. A Don Juan, perhaps? Or a Joseph. On my soul, I believe he is a Joseph.
You do?
Almost.
on you. Are you in earnest or in fooling?
In earnest?
Then you were in earnest a moment ago too. You played too dangerously with what is serious. Now I beg to be excused so I may go to bed. It is long past midnight and the Count may have his boots very early.
Let the boots go.
No! That is my duty in which it is my job to do. I was not hired to be your plaything and I never shall be. I think of myself too well for that.
You are proud.
In some things, not in others.
Were you ever in love?
We do not use words such as that. But I have liked many girls. One time I was sick because I couldn't have the one that I wanted. Sick, I couldn't eat, nor talk, nor sleep.
Who was she? What is she?
That you could not make me tell.
Oh, but if I ask you as an equal, as a friend, who was she?
It was you.
How extravagant.
Yes, if you will, but also ridiculous. That was the story I hesitated to tell, but now I am going to tell it. Do you know how the high life look from the underworld? No, of course you don't. They are like eagles and like hawks, which bats only one seldom sees. I grew up on a hovel, provided by the state, with a pig and 7 brothers and sisters on a barren stretch of land where nothing grew, not even a tree. But out my window, I could see the Count's garden and all the trees that grew above. That was the garden of paradise. I had never seen anything so beautiful. One time, I entered this garden of paradise to weed onion beds with my mother. People passed in and out, and one day the door was left open. I snuck in and beheld covered walls full of emperors and kings and red fringed curtains, but you know what I mean. I had never seen anything like it, and my thoughts, they just returned thereafter. And then I heard someone coming. And I ran under the rose bins, under, you see, where the crystals sticked me, and it was you. And I gazed at you, walking among the roses, and I thought to myself, if a thief on the cross could enter heaven, then why on God's earth could a pauper child not play with the Countess's daughter?
Do you think all poor children would have such thoughts under these conditions?
That all poor children, yes, of course.
Oh, it must be a terrible misfortune to be poor.
Oh, Miss Julie, a dog may lie on the couch of a countess. A horse may be caressed by a lady's hand, but a servant? No. Yes, sometimes there is stuff enough in a man to swing himself up into the world, but how often does that happen? But to return to the story, do you know what I did? I ran and threw myself into the nearest dam and then received a lashing later on. The following Sunday, I put on my best dollies as they were and went to church with hopes that I might see you. I saw you. And I left with a mind made up to put an end to myself. And then I remembered that elderberry blossoms are poisonous and I filled an oat bin with them. Do you know how smooth oats are? Like a lady's arm. I shut the lid, and when I woke, I was very ill, but I didn't die, as you can see. What I wanted, I don't know. But you were unattainable. It was through visions of you that I realized I can never rise above the conditions of my birth.
You tell it well. Were you ever at school?
Hello? And I have read, and I have frequented the theaters, but it's from the fine folk that I have learnt the most.
Do you listen to what we are saying?
Yes, indeed I do. And I have heard much when I was on the coach box. One time I heard Miss Julie and a lady.
Oh, what was it you heard?
Oh, that was not so easy to tell. But I was astonished. I couldn't imagine where you heard such things. But perhaps at bottom there's not so much a difference between people and people.
Shame.
We do not behave as you do when we are engaged.
Are you sure of that? It's not worthwhile to play innocent with me.
I gave my love to a rascal.
That's what they always say afterwards.
Always.
Yes, I have seen many circumstances where that same phrase has been used.
What circumstance?
Those that we were talking about the last time
Silence. I don't wish to hear anymore.
that I beg to be excused, for I may go to bed.
Go to bed on Midsummer night?
Yes, for dancing up there with the pack has not amused me.
Then grab the key to the boat and row me out over the lake. I wish to see the sunrise.
Is that prudent?
One would think you were afraid of your reputation.
Why not? I don't want to be made to be ridiculous. And now that I'm going to settle down, I feel I owe something to Kristen.
Oh, so it is Kristen now.
Yes, but you too. Take my advice and go up to bed.
Shall I obey you?
For once, I beg of you. The night is crawling along, and sleeplessness makes someone irresponsible, and the brain grows hot. In fact, if I hear rightly, the people are coming for me, and if they find you here, you too will be lost.
I know the people. I love them and they respect me. Let them come, you shall see.
No, they don't love you, for they take your food and spit among your kindness. Can't you hear what they're saying?
What is it they're saying? Tell me.
Something suggestive about you and me.
How horrible, how cowardly.
The pack, it is always cowardly, and in one instance, one can only run away.
Run away, but to where? We can't stay here and we can't go to Kristen.
Into my room then. Necessity knows no law, and you can count on me, for I am your real, genuine, respectful friend.
But think if we found you there.
Then I will turn the key and I will shoot.
Promise?
I swear. There, you heard them. Do you think it's possible for us to remain here any longer?
No, I don't, but what else is there to do?
Travel, fly far from here.
Travel, but to where?
To Switzerland, to the Italian lakes. Have you ever been there?
No. Is it beautiful there?
Oh, an eternal summer. Trees, oranges, laurels. Oh,
But what shall we do there?
I will open a first-class hotel to first-class patrons.
Hotel.
Yes, that is life. You shall see new faces, new languages, never a moment for boredom. That is life.
And I?
The mistress of the establishment, with your looks and your manners, oh, it is sure a success. We could be on the first train to Lake Como and be there in 3 days. 3 days!
All of that is well enough, but
John, you must give me the strength. Take me in your arms and tell me that you love me.
I will. I do love you. Do you doubt that?
you say thou to me, for there can be no more formality between us.
I will say it 1,000 times over, but for now, there must be formality between us as long as we are in this house. For there is history here. The Count, your father, all I need is to see his gloves lying there, to feel my own insignificance, to hear his bell, and I start like a nervous horse. Just now, as his boots are lying there, I feel like bowing and scraping, but I am not born to bow and scrape, for there is stuff in me, character. I am a coachman today, but give me time, and I can mark you end account.
But what do I care for all of that? Tell me you love me, or else, or what am I without it?
I will. But for now, there can be no sentimentality between us. You will sit here, and I will sit there, and we will talk amongst ourselves as if nothing has happened.
Oh my God, have you no feeling?
No one living has more feelings such as I, but I can restrain myself.
A moment ago, you could kiss my slipper, and now...
That was then, this is now. We have more important matters to discuss.
Don't speak harshly to me.
Not harshly, but wisely. When folly has been committed, commit no more. But how do my plans for the future strike you? Do you approve of them?
They seem acceptable enough, but for such an undertaking, a large capital is necessary. Have you that?
I have my occupation, my knowledge of different languages, that is what counts, I should say.
But with all of that, you cannot buy a railway ticket.
That is why I'm looking for a backer who can provide the funds.
How can that be done at a moment's notice?
That is for you to decide, if you choose to be my companion.
Me? I cannot. I have nothing of my own.
Then the whole matter collapses, and things remain as they are.
Do you think I could remain under this roof after what has happened? To let the people point and scorn at me, to look my father in the face? God, what have I done? What have I done?
So you're beginning to cry that tune now? What? Have you done the same as many others before you?
Now you despise me. I'm falling.
Fall to my level and I will lift you up afterwards.
What strange power drew me to you? The weak to the strong, the falling to the rising. Is this love? This love? Do you even know what love is?
Yes? Do you think it's my first time?
Such language, such thoughts.
I am what life has made me. But look here, my girl. Let me offer you a glass of something extra fine.
Where did you get that wine?
From the cellar.
My father's burgundy.
Is it not good enough for a son-in-law?
And I drink beer?
Only to go show that your taste is poorer than mine.
Thief!
Do you intend to tattle?
An accomplice to a house thief? Was I intoxicated? Was I sleepwalking on this night? This midsummer night, this night for innocent play?
Innocent?
That a soul could be so degraded.
Look to your own soul.
I thought I cared for Kristen, I thought I cared for you, but I don't anymore. A servant is a servant.
And a whore is a whore.
God, save me from this wretched life that I'm living. Save me from this mire to which I am sinking.
I can't deny it hurts me to see you like this.
You who was willing to die for me.
In the oat bin? Oh, that was only talk.
That is to say, a lie.
I believe I had read something somewhere about somebody who wanted to put an end to himself with syringa blossoms in an oat bin because he wanted to get arrested for the non-support of his children.
So you are such a...
What better could I have hit on? One must always be romantic to capture a woman.
Wretch. Now you have seen the eagle's back, and I suppose I am to be the first limb.
And the limb is rotten.
Lackey, servant, stand up when I speak.
Don't you dare moralize me. Lackey, do you think you have shown yourself finer than any maid-servant in here tonight?
That is right. Strike me. Trample on me, for I deserve it. I have done wrong, but you must help me. Help me if there's any way out of this.
I don't care to shirk my share of the blame. But do you think anyone in my position would have raised an eyebrow at you if you yourself had not invited it? Even now I am astonished.
And proud.
Why not? Though I must admit that this conquest was far too easy to be exciting.
You speak to me as though you were already my superior.
Miss Julie, you are a glorious woman. You are like hot wine and spices and all of your bliss.
Leave me, I am not to be won this way.
How then? Not with caresses and beautiful words, how then?
How? How? I do not know. I shrink from you as I would from a rat, but I did not escape you.
Escape with me.
Escape. Yes, we must escape, but I am so tired and so weary. Just fetch me a glass of wine. We must talk it through, for until now you have done all the talking.
Be careful. Think whether you'd like to share your life secrets with me.
Aren't you my friend?
Sometimes, but don't depend on it.
You only say that. And for that matter, I have no secrets. You see, my mother was not of noble birth. She was brought up with ideas of equality and women's freedom and all of that. She had very decided opinions against the matrimony, and when my father courted her, she declared that she would never be his wife. I came into the world against my mother's wishes. She raised me to be a child of nature. I was to be an example of a woman being just as good as a man. I was made to go about in boys' clothing and taught everything a boy must know as well. I learned to saddle the horses and to hunt, and all such things. In fact, women servants across the entire estate were made to do a man's work, which of course led to us being the laughing stock of the countryside. My father must have awoken for his bewitched condition, for he revolted, and my mother, she grew ill. What it was, I don't know, but she often had cramps and acted queerly. Soon after was the house fire, which I'm sure you've heard about. Everything was burned under incidences that led strongly to incendiary. My mother then suggested that my father borrow money from a brick manufacturer, a friend my mother had made in her youth. Do you know who burned the house?
Her ladyship, your mother.
Do you know who the brick manufacturer was?
Your mother's lover.
Do you know whose money it was?
Hold on a moment. That I don't know.
It was my mother's.
The Count's, you mean. Unless perhaps there was a contract.
There was no contract. My mother had money she'd saved up and wished out of my father's keeping, so she kept it with her friend.
Who kept it?
Quite right. My father cannot prove that the money was hers, and so I believe that this was her revenge for him taking over the estate. It is through her that I have learned to hate men. I swore to her to never be a man's slave.
But you became engaged to the lieutenant governor.
Only to make him my slave.
That he did not care to be.
He wanted to for a while, but I grew bored of him.
Yes, I saw that out in the stable yard.
What do you mean?
I saw how he ended the engagement.
He ended the engagement. That is a lie. Did he say that? That wretch?
I don't believe he was a wretch. You hate men, Miss Julie.
Not all of them. Sometimes one is weak.
You hate me.
Excessively. I can see you shot.
Like a mad dog?
Exactly.
Oh, but there is nothing here to shoot with. What should we do?
Travel. We must leave.
And torture each other to death?
No. Travel for a few days to enjoy ourselves and then to die.
Die. How silly. I think it is better to start at the hotel.
So you do not wish to die with me?
No. That's because I don't wish to die at all. Not only because I enjoy living, but because I regard suicide as a crime to him who has given us life.
So you believe in God?
Yes. And I go to church every other Sunday, but I am tired of this and I'm going to bed.
Do you know what a man owes to a woman he hits?
Here. I do not want to owe anything to anyone.
Do you know what the law demands?
I know there is no law for a woman who seduces a man.
Oh, how I repent all of this. If only you loved me.
If only. What else do you need from me? Among my kind, there is no time for nonsense such as this. We work and then we play. We don't have all day and night for it like you.
But it could happen again.
This is true.
And the consequences.
Consequences. Where were my wits to have thought about the consequences? You must leave. Immediately you have to go alone.
Alone? I cannot go alone. You must come with me.
Miss Julie, running away with her coachman. Are you raving again? That would be all over the papers.
Then command me. Command me and I will obey.
You aristocrats are always sticking your noses up as if you were the Lord's creation. Very well. I will command you. Go and get ready and return here and make sure that you have plenty of traveling money. Go. Immediately.
Do not speak harshly to me.
A command always sounds harsh. Feel it for yourself now. Dragged in the people. Were you sleeping so soundly you didn't hear anything?
Like a log.
And already dressed for church.
Yes. Didn't you say you'd come to early service with me?
Yes, and here you have my stock in front. All right. What is the text today?
St. John's Day. It is, of course, the beheading of St. John the Baptist.
Ah, yes. So I suppose it will be rather long and drawn out. Hey, you're choking me. I am so sleepy. So sleepy.
What have you been doing up all night? You're actually green in the face.
Oh, I have been here, talking to Miss Julie.
You don't know your place.
Listen, Kristen,
Well,
it is queer about her.
what is queer?
The whole thing.
Have you been drinking together also?
Yes.
For shame. Look me in the eye.
Yes.
Is it possible? Is it possible?
Yes. Yes, it is.
That I cannot believe. For shame. So this is what happens. Although how I cannot say.
Are you not jealous of her?
Her. No. If it had been Clara or Sophie, I would have scratched your eyes out.
Are you not mad at her?
No, but you! I cannot stay here any longer where one does not know how to respect one's betters.
Why should one respect them?
You can say that. But I don't want to serve people who behave so. It reflects on oneself.
But it is a comfort to know that they are not one bit better than
No, I
you.
don't think so. For if they are not better, there is no use in trying to better ourselves in this world. Think of the Count. Think of him who has had so much sorrow in all of his days. Now I cannot stay here any longer. And to think it had been with you. It had been the lieutenant.
What's that?
Oh, yes. He was good enough, but there is a difference between people and people. Just the same. Now, this I can never forget. Miss Julie, who was always so proud and indifferent towards men. She, who was ready to have Diana shot because she ran after the gatekeeper's mongrels. Yes, I say it. And on the 24th of October, I shall go on my way.
And then?
It's high time we start looking around for something else since we are to be married. We could take on a gatekeeper's position or a watchman's job at some factory. The government's blooms are few, but they are sure. And there is a pension for the wife and children.
That's all very fine, all that. But it's not exactly in my line of interest to think about dying for my wife and children. I must admit I have different aspirations.
Aspirations! Aspirations, you have obligations.
Don't
Think
you
of
dare
those.
irritate me with talk about my aspirations. I know my business. We will have time for this some other day.
Who's that walking upstairs?
I don't know, unless it's Clara.
It could never be the Count. Who's come home without anyone hearing him?
The Count, no. It couldn't have. He would have rung the bell.
God's sakes. Never have I ever been mixed up in anything like this. I'm ready.
Hush, Kristen is stirring.
Does she suspect anything?
No, but God, how you look.
Why?
You are as pale as a ghost.
Emma. Oh, but the sun. The sun is rising. I cannot go alone on this day. This midsummer day. Think of the crowds of people.
I will go with you, if we leave instantly before it is too late. Go and get dressed then. What have you there?
It is only my canary. I cannot, will not leave it behind.
Are you crazy? So we are to lug a bird cage with us. Get rid of it.
Don't speak so harshly. This is the only creature that cares for me. The only thing I take with me from home. You must let me take it with me.
Let it go and don't speak so loudly. Kristen will hear us.
I cannot leave it in strange hands. I would rather see it dead.
Give me the creature, I'll fix it.
Yes, but don't hurt it. No, I cannot.
I can.
Oh, my little siren. Must your mistress part with you?
Be careful and don't speak so loudly. Your livelihood is at stake. You should have learned how to chop off a chicken's head rather than shooting with a revolver. And you would swoon at the drop of blood.
Kill me too. Kill me, you who can butcher an innocent bird without a tremble. I curse the day I first met you. I curse the day I was conceived in my mother's womb.
What good is your cursing? Let us be off.
Don't you think I can't stand the sight of blood? You think I am weak? Oh, I should like to see your sex swimming in a sea of blood, to see your brains on the chopping block. I could drink out of your skull and eat your heart cooked whole. You think I am weak? You believe that I love you because my life has mingled with yours? You think I should carry your offspring under my heart and nourish it with my blood and take your name? Here you, what is your family name? I should believe you have none. Should I be Mrs. Gatekeeper, perhaps, or Madam Dumpkeep? You dog with my collar on, you lackey who wears my father's hallmarks. Do you think I am a coward and should run away? No, now I shall stay. Let the thunder roll. My father will return and find his desk broken into. A scuffle with his servants. He'll ring for a bell and call for the police. Then I will tell all. It shall be wonderful to have this over with. If only that were the end. My father, he'll have a shock and die. And then that will be the end. They'll put the swords across his coffin and the count's line extinct. As for the serf's line, his child will be raised in an orphanage, win its honors in a gutter, and end its life in prison. Kristen, help me against this man.
What kind of performance is this in a holy day morning? What does this mean, all this noise and fuss?
Kristen, you are a woman and my friend. Beware of this wretch.
While the ladies are arguing, I will go shake myself.
Kristen, you must listen to me and help me.
I can't understand any of this bosh. Where are you going in your traveling outfit?
Hey, Kristen, please, just listen to me. And I'll tell you all. I'll tell everything.
I don't want to understand anything.
Kristen, you must listen to me.
What about? Is it this foolishness with Jean? That doesn't concern me at all. But if you are trying to lure him to run away with you, then you must put a stop to it.
Try to be calm now, Kristen, and just listen to me. I can't stay here. Jean can't stay here. Therefore, we must leave. Kristen, but I have a plan. What if the three of us should leave? The three of us, we could travel out by train and start a hotel. Yes, Jean and I will back the whole thing, and you could run the kitchen. Won't that be fine? Say yes. It'll be wonderful, Kristen. You have never been out and traveled by train. It would be wonderful. New faces, new destinations, new people to see. Oh, it is just wonderful. And you could wear fine clothing, perhaps, and catch a fine Englishman, a gentleman. Oh, they are so easy to catch. It could be wonderful. Kristen, won't you say yes? Say yes, and if not, we can come back here or some other place. Do you actually believe all of this?
Do I believe in it?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't believe in anything anymore. In nothing. Nothing.
So you were intending
To run away. That's putting it rather harshly. I just see that Miss Julie's plan ought to be carried out.
and I was to be her cook.
Be careful when you speak about your mistress.
Mistress.
Yes, Miss Julie is your mistress, And for the same reason that you cannot respect her, you should now not respect yourself.
I have always had so much respect for myself.
And none for left for any other.
I have never lowered my position. Let anyone say if they can that the Count's cook was off with the swine master or the rider. Let them come and say it.
Yes, you happened to get a good fellow. That was your good luck.
Oh, a good fellow who sells the Count's oats in his stable.
And who are you? Who gets a commission from the grocer and a bribe from the butcher?
What was that?
Yeah, you. Who cannot respect your mister or your mistress for any longer? You.
Are you coming to church with me? You need a good sermon for your actions.
No, I'm not coming to church with you. You can go alone and confess your doings.
Yes, I shall. And I shall come back with enough forgiveness for you also. The Lord died for our sins, and when we go to him in faith, he takes on our sins himself.
Do you believe that, Kristen?
Yes. It is my life's belief, as sure as I stand here, and it is my childhood's belief that I have kept since my youth. And where sin overflows, mercy overflows also.
Only I had your faith.
Yes, so that is God's particular grace, and it is not allotted to all.
Who are the chosen few?
It's the greatest secret in the kingdom of heaven. The Lord doesn't see persons, and there the last shall be first.
But then he has respect for the last, for the lowliest of person.
It is easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the gates of heaven. It's the way it is destroyed. And now I shall go alone. And if I should pass the stable master, I'll let him know not to let out any horses in case one wants to escape before the Count comes home. Bye.
Such a devil! And on this, on account of your confounded canary!
Don't speak of the canary. Do you see any end to this? Any way out?
No.
What would you do in my position?
What would I do? As a woman? As a noble woman fallen? I don't know. Yes. Now I know. This? Yes. But I should not do it. Mark you, for there is a difference between us.
What difference is there that you are a man and I am a woman?
That very difference of man and woman.
I cannot the same way my father could not when he should have.
No, your father was right not to do it. He had to avenge himself first.
Now my mother avenges herself through me.
Haven't you loved your father, Miss Julie?
Yes, deeply. But I probably hated him too. I must have without knowing it. It is due to his teachings that I have learned to scorn my own sex. Through them both, I have been made to be half man and half woman, but whose fault is that? My father's? My mother's? My own? I haven't anything of my own. I haven't a thought which was not my father's, not a passion which was not my mother's, and it is to my own betrothed idea that all people are equal. And for that, I now call him a wretch. Should I throw the burden on Jesus as Kristen did? No. I'm too proud, too intelligent, thanks to my father's teachings. A rich man cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. That is a lie. Surely Kristen has savings in the bank and she cannot enter. But whose fault is it? What's the matter? Whose fault it is? For it is I who bears the burden of the consequences. consequences.
Yes, but the Count has returned. Think if Kristen has.
So he has seen the desk. Did he say, dear God, what did he say?
He wants his boots and his coffee within the half hour.
In a half hour then. God, I'm so tired. Command me. Command me to do what I cannot do. Help me save his name. Tell me and I will do it.
I don't know why, but I cannot. I feel as though if the Count were to come in here and tell me to slit my own throat on the spot, I would do it. Go out to the hayloft while it stood right out and oh my God.
One more thing before I go. Just, even if you do not believe it, tell me that the foremost will receive the gift of grace.
But the foremost, I cannot tell you that. But Miss Julie, you are no longer of the foremost because you are the lowliest.
That is right. I am the lowliest of the lowly. I cannot. I just command me once more.
Go now, and you take my strength, so I too become cowardly. And oh, nothing. I thought I heard the bell. Oh, it is horrible, but there's no other way. You must go.